And here comes the man. It's about the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky the champion, Charlotte the challenger. There are no pinfalls, there are no submissions, there are no countouts, no disqualifications. There's no champion's advantage. You win this match when your opponent cannot get up before a count of 10 for the first time ever on WWE. Last woman standing, Lynch, Charlotte, live.
The roof is about to be blown off the arena.
Becky Lynch is really going to work in there. She's showing some great effort. We'll see if it lasts. Devastating elbow.
A striking blow.
Leg drop.
Oh, and what an uppercut by Becky. Taking it to Charlotte here.
Oh, Charlotte trying to counter with the backslide.
Just so much disdain between these two women.
Can't think of a better way to settle a rivalry. So heated than last woman standing.
Shoulder right in the midsection. Charlotte now out on the apron trying to figure out what she's going to do now. What is Charlotte going to do? High risk heading up to the top rope.
Charlotte off the top.
Becky, Charlotte for the ride.
These women are not leaving this building the same way that they were when they walked in.
That's what happens in these last person standing matches. You talk to anybody that's ever been in one, their career's never the same. They're altered in this type of match, not only physically, but mentally, and what you have to do and what you have to force your body to go through.
And then to be in a match like this where you have to punish someone who was so close to you and a former best friend, that's life-changing.
Becky Lynch setting up the...
A vicious, remorseless Becky Lynch.
Looking at Charlotte, you can tell she is writhing in pain after the punishment she's received thus far.
How about another?
You can cut the tension with a knife. It is thick in here.
Becky's reveling now in the fact that Charlotte feels rattled. Remember, these two women have been going at it for months now. They know each other so well at this point.
The build to a last woman standing match, it's when two competitors just can't get past their differences. They can't resolve it in any other way. This is a last resort type of match.
There she goes. To the outside. Oh, again!
And again!
Attack to the midsection.
Becky's in such control right now. It's a really bad situation for Charlotte Flair.
That makes you nervous for what Becky is capable of.
Well, Becky has really developed this almost cult following by some members of the WWE Universe who believe what she's saying, believe she's been through this terrible struggle, that Becky Lynch deserves an opportunity, that Becky isn't from a family that's considered royalty in sports entertainment like the Flairs, that Becky's worked hard to get to where she is today. Becky's told us that story, and of course the audience has bought into it.
You can feel that support all over the arena tonight.
Becky's on fire.
Going to have a hard time stopping Becky when she's doing this.
Things aren't looking good for her. Oh, elbow.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
And Becky gonna send Charlotte outside the ring, and it gets dangerous out there. Gotta get up before the count of 10 or it's over.
And that completely changes your mindset if you're Becky or Charlotte, because now it's all about inflicting as much punishment as possible onto your opponent.
Becky's headed out to meet Charlotte to do just that.
Now the official counting as Charlotte pulls herself back to her feet before the count of 10.
Oh no, wow.
Becky with a kendo stick to the back of the queen.
Perfectly legal. Last woman standing. There are no disqualifications. And Becky taking on Charlotte.
Becky Lynch is striking at will on the queen.
You entice Becky Lynch, talk that much trash towards her, you better believe she's gonna make you pay.
I can't believe the queen is able to even stand at this point. Shot after shot.
Again.
Becky's bringing the the pain.
Charlotte is down, and Becky just unloaded. Charlotte blocked momentarily, but, I mean, Becky has just been dominating at this juncture. Dominating.
Now, both these women know each other so well. You can bet that someone's got to dig deep and pull something out.
That's right, Renee. At one point, let's not forget, they were best friends.
Rode together, stayed in hotels together. They've been through all this entire journey up until this point.
I feel like...
Becky on the outside. Looks like she's hunting for another tool of destruction.
Charlotte Flair looks like she's hunting for somewhere to hide.
No! She's hunting for another chair.
I like where this is headed. Last woman's floating match.
Tossing chairs into the ring.
Pull out the big guns.
Becky and Charlotte are upping the ante. Another steel chair.
Oh, man. These women are not leaving this match the way that they walked in here.
It's like Becky and Charlotte are challenging each other. How many chairs can you throw into the ring?
I don't know how many are left under that ring, but this is not looking good for either of them.
Chairs blanketing the ring here. And this last woman standing match at Evolution.
And remember, the official can't stop this. The official's only job is to count to 10. I mean, the ring is literally filling up with steel chairs.
Yeah, but what good's this gonna do when you have to put your opponent down? That's not the point of the match, to fill the ring with chairs. It's to keep your opponent down for the count of 10.
It just goes to show you the foundation of this rivalry.
It's a lack of understanding. Someone needs to tattoo somebody with a chair right now.
Right now, it's all about just one-upping the other, even if it's just tossing steel chairs to do so.
If anyone's ever questioned the toughness of the women in WWE here at Evolution, it's on display.
Here comes Becky. Here comes Becky up the steel steps.
Whack.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Becky Lynch showing no sympathy.
She's a live wire when she's plugged in. Right to the back.
Back in from the floor.
The ring is littered with chairs, and Lynch just launches the queen into them.
This is a true battle of attrition between two of the top superstars in our women's division.
Yeah, Becky Lynch stacking up more chairs. Wants to put Charlotte away for good here. Becky Lynch could be closing in on the biggest win of her career.
Right now, Becky's just letting her imagination run wild. A steel chair stacked up, oh no.
Looking for the Bexploder. Charlotte able to block. Dangerous situation.
Any woman knows that as soon as she lands on top of those steel chairs, that could be game over.
God, suplex right out of the stand.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine the pain that Becky Lynch is in right now?
This match ain't over yet.
2, 3.
Becky in full. This might be the beginning of the end.
Manhandle slam.
Looks like the champ is going to retain. A trip to the local medical facility might be in order after that.
3.
And it looks like this one's going out to the floor.
6.
Becky driving Charlotte face first off the table.
This is bad for Charlotte. Charlotte lifelessly draped across that table. Becky Lynch can barely even stand.
This is a catastrophic situation for Charlotte Flair.
Becky gingerly climbing to the top, and Charlotte is right there to catch her.
No fear in these women, just pure adrenaline pumping through their bodies.
Can you imagine what these women must be going through?
I can't imagine Becky and Charlotte are even going to be able to walk tomorrow.
The fact these two women used to be best friends and just destroying each other here tonight.
Charlotte unloading on Becky with forearm after forearm. Becky's on the table. This
could
can
be it.
close everything out. Top rope. Moonsault. Bounce right off the table. And onto the chairs.
Becky is hurt. Charlotte is hurt. Both their bodies have to be ravaged with pain. Charlotte's setting up that table again.
Why not? Got to do everything you can. Everything you can to knock your opponent down.
At this conjecture of the matchup, that's hard to do. These women have got to be exhausted, just beaten, and just running on pure adrenaline.
Charlotte Flair trying to find the will to finish the job, to put her foe away once and for all, to vanquish Becky Lynch. Back to obscurity, the Queen headed up top.
What is Charlotte gonna do? Charlotte for the top!
Oh, Becky through the table!
Good Lord, have mercy on my soul! You can see where this rivalry has taken us, guys. Charlotte throwing caution to the wind. Weapons and bodies have been decimated everywhere.
If anyone ever challenges Charlotte Flair for not being a hard worker, being handed anything she's earned, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Charlotte wasn't handed anything. Charlotte's here today because of what she's accomplished.
And look, now we have a ladder in the mix. Ladder matches have ruined the careers of so many superstars.
And remember all the carnage we've already had up to this point.
There's been nowhere to move. Any direction Becky or Charlotte goes puts them in harm's way.
What more can these women be thinking?
That's the unpredictability of being in matches like these. You just never know.
Back between the ropes.
Becky Lynch taking what she wants.
Going to have a hard time stopping Becky when she's doing this.
Using the ladder as a weapon. Ouch. And now she gets her for a second time.
Third time's a charm, Cole. Remember that as this match goes on. Lynch has the Queen hooked once again. Charlotte counters, and a chop block. Down goes Lynch.
Becky's not going to be able to walk after this.
And that's the point. Last woman standing. Becky won't be able to get back to her feet. Charlotte will be in complete control here.
Dragging Becky back into the middle of the ring on top of that ladder.
No, not the ladder. Charlotte is trapping the leg of Becky Lynch in the ladder.
Charlotte can be doing irreparable damage to the legs of Becky Lynch right now. And it's about to get even worse.
God.
Figure 4 through the ladder.
Oh my God!
How can Becky withstand this?
Charlotte shows
Becky.
no mercy.
Oh, chair. Becky might have just saved her career.
I don't know how Becky's going to get up on her feet after that. That was insane. Could you imagine the damage done to her knee?
Remember, it's last woman standing, where you can battle anywhere, and making it back up for a 10 count can take place anywhere in this arena.
Basically, Cole, nothing and no one could contain these two women at this point.
So many X factors, so many dangerous things in the environment that we have.
Out of it in the corner.
Oh, now it's Becky Lynch making her pay.
These women have gone to places we have never seen before.
Think about how personal this all is. These women are beating the hell out of each other, but there's a reason behind it. Absolute disdain, jealousy.
And I mean, Becky abandoned Charlotte during some tough times in her life. Her dad was sick. And imagine your best friend bailing on you when you need them the most.
Just a brutal move. Hopeless even.
Drop kick right on point.
It is unbelievable what these athletes have been putting each other through.
Absolutely pushing each other beyond any normal human's limits.
She's leaving the ring. What's going to happen now? Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Gets her again.
Man, she really knows how to handle herself, huh?
She's going after her midsection again.
And can you blame her? It practically has a target on it at this point.
Here's the setup. Lynch handing out a last kicking.
She's capable of bursts of great activity. The key is sustaining the effort. Big uppercut by Lynch. Becky now once again in control. Malicious intentions for Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch setting up the ladder.
Yeah, on the announce table. Charlotte's prone. Becky trying to climb out of the top of the ladder.
I mean, this is the true definition of doing whatever it takes.
Oh my God, leg drop through Charlotte through the announce table. And the announce table is imploded.
That's got to be the end.
Talk about putting it all on the line.
Charlotte can't get up from that.
I'm not sure Becky can either.
Like a high-speed car crash from the ladder through the table. Lynch is up to her feet miraculously. Charlotte Flair.
How is Charlotte standing?
Becky now driving Charlotte to the floor.
It almost seemed like Charlotte was begging Becky to give her some more.
Taunting her. Becky's ready to drop those haymakers onto Charlotte.
Becky now, she's got one of our chairs.
Everything's a go.
Look at this. Becky is burying Charlotte underneath the announce chairs.
That's one way to keep her down.
Becky stumbling back to the ring. Charlotte isn't moving.
More chairs?
Now the steel chairs.
Becky's lost her mind.
I think both these ladies have lost a little bit, Renee. Actually, a lot.
Charlotte Flair is trapped. She is buried. Becky Lynch looking on with anticipation. Is it enough? Will Becky Lynch be the last woman standing?
Oh my God, no! Becky looks like she just saw a ghost.
The resurrection of the Queen. And Charlotte Flair's got the kendo stick.
My gosh!
And Charlotte now taking out all her anger and frustration on Becky Lynch.
Becky feeling the wrath of the Queen.
This is insane.
This is what I've said about these women rising to the occasion in these pressure cooker moments. Emotions have been driving these two women.
I think it's safe to say neither woman will be the same after tonight. They must be suffering bumps and bruises that go all the way to the bone, deep to that muscle tissue.
Here she goes, back in the ring now. Oh, an uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
To the outside.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Another beginning of the end for Becky Lynch. Charlotte Flair has Lynch exactly where she wants her.
Both these ladies have pushed themselves to their absolute limits, and they are still going.
What could they possibly have left, Saxton? They've thrown literally everything at each other.
Now look at this. Okay, Becky is draped on the table. Charlotte is going or attempting to go back up to the top rope.
That's where Charlotte's comfortable. It's where she knows that's her wheelhouse.
And Becky's there to join her.
No. No way. No.
Oh my God, this could end your career. Oh my God, through the table. You gotta be kidding me.
Absolutely unreal.
Becky barely hanging on. The official now counting. Charlotte's barely moved. Charlotte may be broken in half.
Charlotte barely stirring on the floor. Becky Lynch trying to regain her wits on the ringside.
I don't think Becky knows where she's at.
Man, if anyone gets up to their feet, I still don't know if anyone's home upstairs. They're done.
Can Charlotte make it to her fate? Can Charlotte beat the count? And she can't.
It's over. Becky's done it.
Here is your winner, and still the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Man, that was a hard-fought battle. Becky Lynch deserves every accolade after that. She put Charlotte Flair through hell tonight.
It was physical. It was emotional. But it was well earned by Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is the last woman standing. What an incredible performance and evolution. Career-defining night. So here's the situation. One of these women walking out here with the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. Winner take all. Corey, triple threat rules. First woman to gain pinfall or submission wins the titles.
Negates a champion's advantage. First fall, winner take all. This is what it's all about. The main event of WrestleMania. 3 of the top superstars in all of WWE.
But let me tell you this. When a woman's heart is on fire the way Becky Lynch's is, she's going to tear these women apart tonight.
Ouch. Drop kick. Beautiful.
Up and
wheelbarrow face buster.
Man.
She's got a long way to go before she should be thinking about a pinfall victory here.
Drop kick hits the mark.
Boom, what a forearm. Oh, from the rope. Of the old Oscar. As Byron alluded to, both opponents have targets they've spotted on Becky Lynch tonight. Ronda Rousey was actually scheduled to take on Becky Lynch back at Survivor Series, but Lynch wasn't medically cleared due to a broken nose.
Well, Rousey scored knockout victories in MMA, so you know she's prepared to beat the man into submission too.
And she's back in the ring now.
Face first.
Flapjack. We're seeing Rousey slowing down a little bit. That's good news for Flair and Lynch.
Carefully measured knee drop.
Oh, she knows that one works.
Uh-oh, watch out! Double Russian leg sweep. She's receiving a last kicking. Going to have a hard time stopping Becky when she's doing this.
Neck breaker.
Charlotte taking some early hits in this triple threat match.
The Queen is prepared for this, Renee. Lynch is too fired up here tonight, making some early mistakes. Now it's Becky Lynch making her pay. No, another reversal. Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
She's looking a bit out of it here. Wow, what a sequence.
Oh, the arm's trapped. Becky is showing her stuff right now, big time.
Ooh, bullseye!
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Becky Lynch is riding an incredible wave of support from the WWE Universe coming into this match. Ever since she's become the man, she's been hailed as the second coming of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yet you have to realize, as much as the Becky chants might fire up Becky Lynch, they're also inciting the rage of her competition. Becky Lynch is going to suffer the wrath because of the people.
Becky Lynch with a great shot. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Remember, guys, there are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Triple threat rules. And it's Charlotte with the reversal.
There's a reason why she's genetically superior.
Oh, straight forearm. Listen, this has become a movement. Becky Lynch is the sentimental favorite as she takes on Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. Corey, it started as a small ripple. It became a groundswell. And now this movement has taken over the world.
You mentioned the fact that Becky Lynch is the sentimental favorite here. Of all people, I think that benefits Ronda Rousey the most. The baddest woman on the planet is driven. Rousey's ascent in MMA was based on people counting her out, betting against her.
I hear what you're saying, but on a night like tonight, it is hard to bet against the man.
Oh, man.
For someone who doesn't want to be dubbed Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte certainly has a knack for the spotlight.
To that point earlier today, Ric Flair put out a statement on social media and said, as of today, Charlotte Flair is no longer Ric Flair's daughter. I am Charlotte Flair's dad. That's how proud the Nature Boy is of Charlotte and the legacy she's carved out on her own here in WWE.
I've got to say, the amount of punishment we've seen in the match would have already ended most superstars.
The level of resilience we're seeing is off the charts.
Oh, a chop! She's taken to the floor when she can be ever so dangerous. Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch, bringing it back into the ring.
The man is ready tonight. Earlier today, Lynch said today is the day the man finally comes around to collect. Today is the day I change how this business works and progresses.
Strong words from the man, but Lynch needs to back it up. If she fails tonight, everyone will remember Becky Lynch as a competitor who talked a big game.
Oh, look at this! Not today, guys.
I can't believe she broke out of that, Michael. Ronda Rousey got out of there in time.
former best friends came up together at WWE, and now it's come down to this. Oh, foot just stomping down.
Charlotte made her pay for her mistake there.
And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Oh, European uppercut. Oh, straight forearm.
Charlotte Flair on spaghetti legs. All three of these women have to have fire in their lungs at this point.
Tonight is Becky's moment. She knows if she doesn't seize the opportunity tonight, the opportunity might be gone forever.
It is all or nothing for Becky Lynch. You talk about the momentum that Becky Lynch has created, the buzz around the world leading up to this moment. If she does not succeed tonight, Becky may never get another opportunity like this again.
Becky knows Charlotte's going to get those other opportunities. Ronda is going to get those other opportunities. Tonight has to be her night.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch. DDT!
Lights out.
Hammerlock. Reverse DDT.
Kick right to the midsection.
Charlotte with a nice reversal.
When you look at this,
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
oh my God,
Lights out. DDT connects.
Lynch, this could do it. I can't believe it.
I hate to question her, Cole, but that was just plain silly. Why would you do that at this point in the match?
Becky Lynch won the Royal Rumble and chose to challenge Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Remind me again why Charlotte has a spot in this match?
Charlotte's here because she's Ms. WrestleMania. Now it's Becky Lynch making her pay.
Breaker right to the lower back.
Becky Lynch is just brutal right now.
The great ones always explode when they have the chance.
Every person in this capacity crowd is on their feet.
And with good reason. These superstars are earning all of their respect.
Toss to the outside. Edge into the ring. Very interesting game plan here. Back in from the floor.
Charlotte made it very clear that her resume is far longer than Ronda's and Becky's, even combined, she says.
For Charlotte Flair, she's made history for years here in WWE. A record 8-time women's champion. In 2016, with Sasha Banks inside Hell in a Cell, they became the first women to actually headline a pay-per-view. And tonight, she's headlining WrestleMania.
This is a comfortable platform for Charlotte Flair. This is her home.
I would agree with you in most any other situation, but there is no comfort anywhere in this match because you never know if you're going to be blindsided. You never know which opponent you're going to have to worry about in the moment.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Becky Lynch just too fast for her. Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
Let me dispel the myth that Ronda Rousey isn't prepared for a triple threat. Need I remind you that in Ronda's first ever match 1 year ago, she managed to beat up both Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Rousey knows how chaotic a match like this can get and is ready.
Whoa, didn't expect to see that.
Ouch. Becky connects.
Going for the cover. For some reason, she lets it go.
She might have something else planned here.
Now we have Becky Lynch on the attack.
You look at this on paper from an athletic standpoint, Charlotte Flair is leaps and bounds superior to Becky Lynch. But when you're talking about guts...
Oh, look at this!
This is how people end up getting...
Kick right to the midsection.
I think we know what's coming up next, Michael.
Indeed we do! Natural selection by the Queen!
Let's look at the genetic superiority on display from Charlotte Flair.
She goes for the cover. What is keeping this competitor going?
I gotta tell you, I thought she was done there.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
The Exploder.
Becky with a takedown, looking for the disarmer. Can she cinch it in?
Disarmer!
And Corey, she releases the hold.
Looks like a questionable decision on paper, but I'm sure she has something up her sleeve here, Cole.
Just endless knee strikes. Look at this crowd. It's insanity in here. Bedlam. Becky Lynch just too fast for her.
There she goes. To the outside. Back now inside the ring.
Nice takedown by Becky for the armbar. It's...
Oh, that could have been it.
Could have been, but it wasn't. We have plenty of match still to go.
Oh, look at Becky.
Oh, manhandle slam. We could have a new champion. Charlotte's just getting overwhelmed.
Oh, look at this. On an incredible job breaking free.
But you have to imagine there will be residual effects from being caught in that hold.
Charlotte turns it around.
Nice move.
Oh, now it's Becky Lynch making her pay. Incoming!
Becky Lynch.
She's going after her midsection again.
And can you blame her? It practically has a target on it at this point.
Oh, there it is. Disarmer. It's got to...
Did she really just release the hold?
Oh, she did, Cole. And you know what that means? It means she probably has something even more to finish her off with.
Not where you want to be at this point in the match.
What's the queen got in mind now, Byron?
How about... Hey, drop kick hits the mark.
Going up to the second rope.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Becky Lynch punishing her opponent.
There she goes.
Now we have Becky Lynch on the attack.
Beautiful suplex.
Becky Lynch on the move.
Not finished yet. How about another?
Straight punch. Jarring. Becky's on fire.
Going to have a hard time stopping Becky when she's doing this.
And here we go now. Elbow drop.
This deep into the matchup, your muscles ache. You feel like you're running in the mud. Your body hurts. Your mind is
All the way from the top rope.
the man launching herself from up top.
Becky keeping her WrestleMania hopes alive.
Wait, what is Becky Lynch doing?
Whatever she has to. It's the main event of WrestleMania. It's not going to get any bigger than this. You do whatever it takes.
Winner take all. Becky with a table.
I don't believe it.
And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
And again.
Back inside the ring.
Oh, my God.
Triple threat rules, no disqualifications. Becky Lynch understands that.
And that might keep Charlotte out of this for a while.
An incredible combination.
It is not looking good for Charlotte. And dare I say, the Queen's in a dire situation. Hammerlock applied. Oh, no, no. Uh-oh. Oh, it's going to break her arm.
And Charlotte was able to get out of danger there.
Lucky for her. What's the Queen got in mind now, Byron?
Elbow.
Down to the floor. Watch this here.
Becky Lynch on the move. Not finished yet.
Oh, man, what a leg drop.
And here we go now. She's leaving the ring. What's going to happen now? Look out. Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
And this is all part of Charlotte's strategy.
Oh, now it's Becky Lynch making her pay.
Here's Charlotte.
The Queen is... Becky Lynch just too fast for her.
There she goes.
The stop in the leg. Just nasty.
Now we have Becky Lynch on the...
She's trying to sneak one. This could be a combination.
She did it. Becky did it.
Ronda Rousey is stunned.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your SmackDown Women's Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch takes it all tonight. The Raw and SmackDown Women's titles.
1 year ago, Rowdy Ronda